The language of Revelation is so symbolic and a lot of it apocalyptical that most people miss the meaning of it. My personal view is all of Revelation has already been completed. So none of it is something that we should be looking for. It's something that was actually physical events that took place in the end of the old covenant and in establishing the new. And Revelation is formatted in a series of recapitulations or circles. So it's not a linear thing. The 7 seals and the 7 trumpets and the 7 bowls, they weren't 21 different things. They were things that happened concurrently, but are expressed differently. And then the next cycle of things that it describes, we're still describing the same thing. So the revelation, according to chapter 1, verse 1, was soon to take place, not thousands of years later. So the soon to take place nature of it, none of that was supposed to be a literal worldwide event for, which is people are looking for at the end. It was a very much a thing that Jesus said was going to take place in the generation. There would be those who would not die until they saw it place, including John. So all of the writings of Paul and John and James all took place before that, and we're all looking forward to the consummation of the old age where all that took place. So Judaism had ended, the covenant had ended, but they were still hanging on and persecuting the church, and persecuting with the Romans and the Jews. They had a hard time. And so they were looking for, well, when are we going to be rescued from this? But it wasn't, okay, we're going to go up into the sky being rescued. It was, this is going to end. And Jesus actually warned them of the signs. And according to Josephus and Eusebius and other historians, every Christian escaped Jerusalem before the armies besieged it, and they all fled to the hills like Jesus warned them to. When you see these things, run, basically. And they did. And that not one of them died in Jerusalem, but there were over 1 million people in Jerusalem because it was Passover time and they were trapped, and hundreds of thousands of them died. You cannot interpret it through modern day interpretation, trying to figure it out using our newspapers and signs of our times, because it just isn't, it's just not about that. Jesus removed the kingdom from the stewardship of the Jewish people and gave it to another people. That's what Jesus said in Matthew 21. I'm taking the kingdom from you and giving to another people who will produce the fruit. He was quoting from Daniel chapter 7 that describes Jesus, or Son of Man, going into the realms of heaven, engaging with the throne of the Ancient of Days, being given a throne and a kingdom that would never end, and then giving that kingdom to the saints of the Most High. That was the resurrection day. So Jesus was resurrected. He meets Mary and he says, don't touch me, I'm not yet ascended. He ascends, receives the kingdom, is seated far above all authority on the right hand of the Father, and gives the kingdom to the saints.